So, ladies and gentlemen, the topic for today is money, right? And I'm sure that I want to see some smiles on the face, when I talk about money, because the definition of money in every yuga has changed, right? And the times of Krishna, you know, money was how many cattles you have, how much milk you have, how much food you have. That is why Krishna was always running behind cattle and he was known as Gavala. Those Yadavs, right? And at the time of Shri Ram, money was all about dharma, right? The protocols of life. How spiritually, ethically you live life, right? And you should be morally correct when you live life. But in Kali Yuga, money is actually the stored wealth that you have with you, right? It's in the form of your home, all those fixed assets, and also your bank deposits. How much do you have in your savings account? And even if you need a visa, right? Any embassy would prefer checking your, saving accounts and your credit history, right? They would want to know how much have you saved, what is your net worth, right? How many houses you have? Do you have a farmhouse? Do you have a weekend home? How many houses you have? Do you have land with you? How many vehicles you have? All these things. And the house that represents money in your kundli and the planet, which is like Kubera. Well, before even tell you I reached to that Kubera level, there is a study prior to Kubera because even if you have quantum of your wealth in your kundli, that you have huge money in your horoscope, still that money has to travel to you, right? That money should come. Sometimes we see there's a lot of money in a horoscope and somehow the money is not coming. Somehow money comes, touches, and goes. Nothing. End of the day, you see, oh, I had my transaction of around 2 billions or 3 billions in this year. And I don't have maybe a million in my horoscope, in my bank account. Where has the money gone? Have you wasted the money? Have you destroyed the money? Or there were certain expenses that have sucked the money? And can we do remedies every single day of our life so that we activate the owl of our horoscope? You'll say, owl? What do you mean by owl? Owl is, have you seen that bird in the night known as owl? Hmm? Right? What do you call it in Hindi? Huh? Right? That owl is the vehicle of Ma Lakshmi, goddess Lakshmi. And I call this planet of your horoscope as the owl. It's the vehicle. It's the bird on which Mahalakshmi rides. And today I will help you identify where is the vehicle of Mahalakshmi in your horoscope. What remedies you're supposed to do every single day of your life so that early in the morning, first thing in the morning, you activate that owl. You say hi to that owl. You say, hey, I need some money today. But he says, okay, what you're doing for me in the morning, then you do something for that owl and he gives you a better day. How many of you want that? Raise your hands. How many of you want that? Everyone wants it. Oh, Shobana has two hands. Okay. Right? She said, I want it like so much. Hey, owl, come give me the money. You're traveling and all that stuff. Right? Good. It's the reality of life. Of course. Stop blessing me now. Okay. So, you see, we need money. And you see, the owl of your horoscope is the lord of the second house. And in the classics, it is known as Dhanesha. Okay? It is known as Dhanesha. Dhanesha is the one, who's carrying money for you. Hmm? Like we have Dhana Bhavas. Dhan Bhavas, the word Bhava means houses. So Dhan Bhavas in the horoscope are the second house and the 11th house. 11th lord is something that gives you income, like everyday money that comes in. I mean, you can have $1 million coming every day, but your expense is 2 millions. You're minus 1 million every day. But actual wealth is not the 11th house, it's the second house. So that is why the owl is the lord of the second house. Right? The second house is where you have that money, that stored wealth. Right? When you start learning Jyotish, you call it as your saving account. Hmm? Right? You know what? Your body also have a saving account. Your body. And what is the saving account of your body? The fat in the body. The fat that you have in your body is the saving account. So when you are calorie deficit, when you're not eating of what you're burning every day, and it's not cell memory, it's the fat. It's the fat. It's the fat in your body. So when you are calorie deficit, when you're not eating anything every day, or you're eating less than what is expected out of you, then your body starts burning the fat. You all know that, right? You all know that. Huh? Similarly, if your income is not there, then your savings gets exhausted. So the saving is the second house. But all my medical students know this thing that fat in your body, the planet that signifies fat in the body is Jupiter. Jupiter is the one who signifies the fat, and people with very fatty body, there are chances if there is no aspect of a malefic, they'll have Jupiter in the Lagna, Jupiter aspecting Lagna, Jupiter in the sixth house. Huh? They'll have, even if they're very fit from upper body, but they'll have a very, very Jupiterian belly. A small stomach here and there, little bit. Having a very small stomach, which just comes out of your waistline, is technically a pure blessing of Jupiter. You'll be astonished. It is a pure blessing of Jupiter. It's a prosperity. It's prosperity. If you find a Brahmin who's very thin and very skinny, trust me, he's not a very prosperous Brahmin. He doesn't have knowledge. He's not very sharp. Why? Because he does not have blessings of Ganapati, Ganesha. Ganapati has belly. He's got some stomach. But this is not the topic that I want to teach you people today. I want to teach you is that if your body has Jupiter as a stored wealth, which is fat, there should be a planet that signifies the second house. And that planet that signifies the second house is the Jupiter again. Did you understand something? Like for your body, fat is the someone which is a stored wealth. But on the same time, the significator of the second house, irrespective of any lagna, you are a Cancer rising, you are a Leo rising, you are Virgo rising, forget about it. The planet who's the project manager for your money and wealth is Jupiter. It's Jupiter. On the same time, if you make the Kal Purusha horoscope, what is the Kal Purusha horoscope? Kal Purusha horoscope means the first house has first Rashi, like an Aries rising Kundli. First house, Aries. Second house, Taurus. Third house, Gemini. Like when Muni Parashara was writing the or was saying the Parashara Hora Shastra, he started from that first horoscope that he made, where first house and first Rashi was superimposed and the Kal Purush Kundli had come. And he has planned all the logics from the Kal Purusha. Every logic, every shloka that you see, the basis of that shloka is the Kal Purusha Kundli, the first horoscope that is ever made in his life. And in the Kal Purusha Kundli, he says there are three planets that are associated with the second house. So Aries horoscope Muni Parashara made, and he says, who is the Lord of the second house in Aries rising, the Kal Purusha Kundli? Venus. There is another planet which is associated with the second house Taurus, and that another planet is the Mula Trikona sign of Moon. What is Mula Trikona? Like planets have two houses. Like Jupiter has lordship of two houses, Sagittarius and Pisces. So what is the difference? The difference is Pisces is home for Jupiter and Sagittarius is office of Jupiter. Like you have home and office, but Surya has only one because he's the king. He's the president of the most powerful country like US, where the White House is home as well as the office. Like in India, the Rashtrapati Bhavan is home as well as the office. Right? So Surya has one, but all other planets have an office and home. For Moon, the home is the sign of Cancer and the office is Taurus, Mula Trikona. So office is known as Mula Trikona. Huh? Every planet has an office. That means in that particular sign, that planet is more serious and well dressed. He's not moving in his Bermudas and a sando with not his hairs combed and he's eating anything and shouting anything. That's your home. That means a planet is like very easy somewhere. Very, very easy. That's his own sign. But when a planet is very serious about something, that's Mula Trikona. Aren't you very serious in your office? Can you go in your Bermudas and sleepers and, to your office and eat and sleep anywhere and shouting anywhere with no sense? That's your home. That's your home. But in the office, you are like well dressed. You pretend that you are very etiquette or you have a lot of etiquettes, but you may not have it at home. But you pretend to be like okay and little normal person. I know 99.99% people are abnormals, including me. When we are at home, but when you're in office, we are very normal. But there are some lucky people in the world who have their office and home at the same place. Basically, they are kings. If you're working from home and generating everything from this particular table, that you have blessings of Surya Bhagwan. Surya is happy with you. You have done certain very good Gayatri mantras. Huge amount of Gayatri mantra you did in the past life. Then you have your home and your workplace at the same place. And you're enjoying both. That means you have to be very much organized at your home also. Do you understand something? Right? So Venus is the Lord, Moon is the Mula Trikona, Jupiter is the significator. But I am not concerned about these three planets today. I am concerned about specific Lord of your second house. So suppose if you are Gemini rising, your Lord is Moon. But if you are Cancer rising, the Lord is Sun. If you are Leo rising, the Lord is Mercury, because in the second house, you'll have the sign of Virgo. If you are Virgo rising, then the Lord is going to be Venus, because in the second house, you'll have Libra number 7 written there. If you are Scorpio Lagna, huh? Scorpio Lagna is one of my favorite Lagnas. Hmm? And in the second house, you have Sagittarius there. Huh? Why I'm saying Scorpio Lagna is my favorite Lagna? You know why? Because I need a good dinner today. I'm hungry. I need something good to eat. That is why I'm saying Scorpio Lagna is my favorite Lagna. Maybe actually she's in this class. She's listening. She's listening silently. And now she'll start planning. What can I offer him in the dinner? That is why it is my favorite Lagna. Otherwise, if she is not in the class, I promise you, I don't like this Lagna. Right? I'm just joking. I just want to be, I want you people to be with me because this is a difficult concept that I'm going to teach. Right? Because as we go ahead, this is going to become little complicated. Right? But I promise I'll make it very easy for you people. I have my notes here, lot of notes here. So I'll write a lot of stuff for you. I'll on the left hand side, I'll make a very, very powerful protocol horoscope. And on the right hand side, I'll make, a horoscope on which we are applying the sutras, the concepts. And after this class, you're going to be busy for an hour applying all those principles on your horoscope. And, I don't want the groups to be dead. I want the groups loaded with your research, not asking questions about your personal life. You've done shitty things in your past life because of which you're suffering, because of which I'm suffering. But let's first learn Jyotish, right? It's not about I did not get this, I did not get that. Fine. I also did not get many things in my life. Hmm? Many things. So, technically, we are here to learn, right? Now, second house is also known as maraka. It's considered death. At a very layman term, We say, oh, the money gives you death. But poors also die, no? If money gives you death, then poor should not die. It's an excuse. It's an excuse. It's like that term that we have, angur khatte hain, means if you don't have it, then you say it's not good. When you have something, you say it's good, right? It is marak, but why marak? How come? How come? How come an owl can be? How can a place from where the Lakshmi is going to travel to you is going to become marak? Because it has two lordships, Moon and Venus. What is the responsibility of a mother? And when you don't have mother, this responsibility goes to your wife. Moon and Venus, right? You understand Moon and Venus? I was just saying Scorpio is my favorite lagna because I wanted something to eat in the night, in my dinner. And I am type 2 diabetic. Suppose I eat my medicine of my diabetes in the night and she doesn't give me food and I don't eat. Maybe I will not wake up in the morning. Maybe I will wake up somewhere in front of Dakshinamurti Shiva and learning more Jyotish. And I forget about who was my wife, who were my children. I forget about all of them. That's what happens. It's like that small baby in the lap of the mother. He has that boni, that milk bottle in his mouth is the representation of the second house. It's feeding you. It's giving you the comfort. When the stomach is full, the baby sleeps. When the stomach is not full, he keeps on crying, crying, crying. Same is your money. When you have money, you are very comfortable. The stomach is full, happy. Huh? But when you don't have money, you're crying, crying, crying all the time. Second house is feeding you like the mother. And if you don't have money, you're going to die of hunger. That is why it is called marak. It is not mrityu. It is like when the child is hungry and the mother is not there and the milk is not there. That's like a death-like situation for the child. It's not death. It is like a death-like situation. So when you don't have money with you, trust me, people who are struggling in their life because of money, every single goddamn day is a death-like situation for them. How many of you agree to that? Trust me, it is. This is the definition of Marak. Now, don't consider it a planet who is going to give you death, okay? Now, this concept should be clear from your mind. Every planet has the ability to give you death. Every planet. Don't blame the second house. People go in the Yoga Karak Dashas from the world because they have certain combinations, the divisional charts to go. Okay? So you should not be afraid. You should not hate the second lord of your horoscope. You should love it. He's that milk bottle. Is the bottle full? Half? Or 30 ml, 40 ml milk in that bottle? Or the milk is tasty? Or it's nothing? I am imagining that you don't have any planet in the second house. And I'm talking about the second lord, second lord, second lord. And trust me, second lord is more important than the second house. And also more important than the planet sitting in the second house. I'll repeat this thing. Second lord is more important than the second house and more important than the planet sitting in the second house. The planets that are sitting in the second house are only influencing or adding flavor to your money. They are not the owl. They're not the owl. The owl is the second lord. Is it difficult to understand this thing? Three things you've learned. Second house is not that important. The lord of the second house is important. And if you have planets sitting there, they are only adding the flavor. Technically, it is the second lord that goes in a particular house and gets conjunct with particular planets or aspected by particular planets is more important. So from this moment of the class, I'm not going to speak the word second lord. I'm going to use the word Dhanesha. So when I'm saying Dhanesha in the first house, Dhanesha in the second house, Dhanesha in the third house, Dhanesha in the fourth house, I'm talking about the lord of the second house of your horoscope, and that can be any planet except Rahu and Ketu. Rahu and Ketu will consider later. You will take primary planets. Like what are primary planets? From 1 to 7. So if you say, Guruji, I am Capricorn Lagna and my second lord is Saturn and Rahu, fine, you can say Saturn and Rahu, but I would say Saturn first and Rahu maybe second. Maybe, I don't know, the vehicle of Lakshmi has another assistant. I don't know. We can use that in certain cases. On the same time, I don't know why someone is calling me again. Oh, where's my phone? All right. Second lord is important. Second house is not. Planet sitting in the second house is not important or not that important. But they are still going to influence the second house. Actually, they're going to create an environment. I must tell you, there's one remedy that I want you to do every single day. And it's not, you know, sadhana. It's a remedy. Sadhana, the mantras I've given you, is a continuous process. They are at a very high level. This remedy is at a very ground level that you're doing every day. This remedy is to feed your Dhanesha. Feed your Dhanesha. Like that owl, you're feeding your Dhanesha, that planet, and then he's going to ask you, Priyam, what do you want? And Priyam is saying, give me some money today. Huh? He said, okay, I'll think about it. You don't have it in Bhagya, but I'll think about it. Next day again, Priyam is feeding him. Right? Next day again, the Priyam is feeding him. Right? Then he says, yeah, he's not, he's doing it. He's feeding me every day. I should give him something. Then he goes back and looks at Priyam's whole life. He says, he's going to get money in 32 or 36. What to do? Let's go to Lakshmi. He has money 4 years from now or 6 years from now. But he's pleasing me every day. He's feeding me every day. What to do? He said, okay, prepone little bit of money. Give him some money today. The age of 36, when he has exuberant amount of money, it will not matter. You see, when I never had money, 5 lakh rupees was a huge amount for me. It was like, I remember I applied for a loan for a business in 2001 for 10 lakh rupees. In the last moment, huh, that manager of the bank denied the loan in the last moment. And I could say, oh my God, that was like end of the world for me. I was starting a business or starting something. It was the end of everything for me. Then I went to some private finance guy who indeed became my partner and also financed me money on 10% every month. Within 1.5 years, our partnership broke, obviously. And you know what is 10% of 10 lakh rupees? 10% of 10 lakh rupees is 1 lakh rupees per month interest. And I'm sitting on my chair, I have paid it in difficult times of my life. Right? But then when you have many lakhs, then 10 lakh doesn't matter. Right? So Mahadev and Lakshmi ji saying to that owl, Priyam has lot of money there. Give him 10 lakh today, which is a big amount for him today. Maybe at the age of 36, he is charioting 10 lakh rupees to the cows every month. It will not matter to him at that point of time. He needs it today. So these remedies bring you to that level that take your prarabdha, prepone it, and give you the money when you need it the most. Lot of people who have lot of money, they don't need money at this point of time. People who don't have money, they actually need now. This is the game of the money, which I've understood. And people who remember those times, they don't waste money. Today also my son says that, I want to have this pastry, or my daughter says, and said, you know, the pastry is for 450 rupees. I said, hey, 450 rupees for one pastry? You just put another 100 rupees to cake aa jayega. Why are you eating such an expensive pastry for this? And they go on the side, they buy it, and they talk to each other. The dad is old school. He's an old school guy. He doesn't know what is Starbucks. They're writing my name on that bloody glass and making some heart on it. He doesn't know the taste when the name is written on the glass. He's saying that the coffee is only 50 bucks here. Why are you paying 450 bucks for this coffee? And when I really taste, I said, shit, it doesn't taste anything different. My wife makes a better coffee with 20 rupees at home. No, it's my name here. Okay. Because they have, and I pray to God that they never see that, where you have to take money on 10% in your life. That is why my hand shivers when I see that coffee. No, no, it's waste of money. I can't do it. And unfortunately, I don't like coffee anymore now. There's a phase that comes. Now, you see, the remedy of the second Lord is to start your day by eating the food of the second Lord. First thing in your mind, because Jupiter loves eating. What is that you are going to store in your mind and body? That's something very, very important. You see, during my consultations, I've told some people to start their day with jaggery. Thoda gud khao. I've told them when you go to the office, before you leave for the office, have some jaggery, have some yogurt. I'm actually silently trying to evoke their Ganesha for that very day. You see, when you take a product, all the planets are in your body, all the devatas in your body, all the asuras are in your body, all the sattva is in your body, all the rajas in your body, tamas is in your body, planets are in your body. So when you immediately eat that particular thing in the morning, you are activating that particular planet, and that planet may be Ganesha. Is it a difficult remedy if you identify the foods associated with all the seven planets and you identify that this is my Ganesha, I need to activate it, and I'm gonna be a F&B manager today. I'm not just going to give you just one or two foods, but I'm going to give you list of foods that are associated with planets and that are manageable at home. And for heaven's sake, you know, take a bath before you eat, right? And I'm going to, if that is the condition, that I'm going to harm the bed tea of many people, that the first cigarette that you have in the morning without bath, that is ruined, the coffee is ruined, the tea is ruined, but no worries. I mean, it's about the quantum of wealth. If you want like 100 rupees, like you can have it without bathing. But if you need 10,000 a day, not 100 rupees, $100. Let's be a little more respectful. Or $1,000 a day, probably 2,000 pounds a day. How about 10,000 pounds a day? Depends upon to what satvikta you start your day. And I've seen people who doesn't take one bit in their mouth before they've taken the bath. There are many people I know, many people, honestly, many people. But there are people, at least, who will have some drink in the morning, maybe lime water uh, or sea buckthorn, something like that, or maybe some amla shot in the morning, right? Something like that. But I feel if you want to have that, if that planet represents, but what I'm trying to tell you is that even if you've not taken bath, wash your face, brush your teeth, and maybe like this much of that thing, of that particular planet thing should go in your mouth every day in the morning. Suppose it is Venus. The planet that represents Venus is yogurt, right? The most powerful food of Venus is yogurt. So maybe this half a spoon of yogurt the first thing in the morning, or if you take bath and you do your sadhana and then you sit for your breakfast, the first spoon of your, keep your parantha aside, keep your idli aside, keep your poha aside, keep your sandwiches aside. Just first take one spoon of yogurt, remember your planet, and then have your regular breakfast. I mean, you've done that remedy to activate your Ganesha. Every single day, the first thing is you having the food of the second Lord. And I am sure that you are at a stature in this class where you have already identified who is your Ganesha. Because you know how to find out the Lord of the second house. You know, you have it in your mind, and you're waiting for the lecture to go fast, and you should know those food items. I'm sure about that, right? Let's not waste each other's time. And let me share my favorite whiteboard. And let me tell you the foods. Okay. We'll talk about sun. Okay. You see, when you talk about sun, actually, sun likes very, very spicy food. Okay. But on the same time, when you say spices or hot spices, what you can have in the morning every day is something which is very, very important. So you can have cinnamon, huh? Cinnamon water, very good for your health. No? Okay. Cinnamon water. Now, a lot of students are going to tell me, Navneet sir, can we put cinnamon in our tea? I said, put it, go to hell, put it. Okay, do whatever you want. Put it in the coffee, put it in whatever you want to put. Put. But technically, if I would be at you, I'll just take a pinch of, a very small pinch of cinnamon powder and put it on my tongue. I will not dilute it. I will not add anything to it. I will not add moon to it. I will not add Rahu to it. Just take little bit of cinnamon powder, maybe little bit of ginger powder. Even ginger powder represents sun. Hmm? Peppers. Okay. Peppers represents sun. Huh? Even mustard seeds represents sun. Hmm? Or even chilies represent sun. If you want me to know fruits, oranges, sweet oranges, peaches, plums, okay, and grapes. And above all, if you don't know, then also jaggery. Jaggery, you know what we call it? Jaggery? Good in India, jaggery. Okay, it's available all around the world. It's very sweet, nice. The best one is the jaggery, or the cinnamon, or the ginger, or the pepper. Very good if you can have it in the morning to activate your sun. What about moon? What about moon? Moon is like nourishment. Moon is all about those starchy foods that has a lot of starch in it. Starchy foods are moon. What are those starchy foods, by the way? Potatoes. Hmm? Or sweet potatoes, you can say. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, huh? Or you can say milk. First thing in the thing, take a sip of milk in the morning. Hmm? Or anything which is salty, or you can say salty water. I must tell you that the water that you drink is not moon, it's Venus. Okay? When you jump into the sea and you taste that salty water, that is moon. So when you add a pinch of salt in the normal water, that becomes moon. A salty water is moon. A sweet water is luxury, and that's Venus. Anything that has luxury is Venus. Anything which is not luxury is moon. So moon is not the water. If you're saying that I'm donating, water and I'm doing the remedy for the moon, sorry, you're doing the remedy for Venus. If you want to do the remedy for moon, it has to be milk. Donate milk. 8 liters of milk for someone on a deathbed for 8 days. We'll talk about such remedies, powerful injection remedies. We'll talk about that someday, right? Okay. Anyways, Moon is all about this. Okay. Now we talk about Mars. If you are having second lord as Mars, what you're supposed to have? Mars is like very high energy kind of food. So the first best thing for Mars you can have is ghee, clarified butter. Ghee. It has a lot of Agni. On the same time, Mars is also, very, very spicy kind of a food. And anything which has little bit of tamas is also something that you can have. But what is the tamas? I personally don't recommend tamas. I don't recommend tamas, tamasic foods. Means maybe a sabji made of ghee, a vegetable made of ghee, which is overly spicy or very heavy. But I prefer ghee. Okay? I prefer ghee. That's Mars. When we talk about a food for Mercury, okay, many people will have Mercury. Mercury is protein coming from vegetables. So, green, leafy vegetables, make them sweet and sour. Sweet and sour or sweet and salty. Mercury is about sweet and salt together. Sweet and salty together. All those green vegetables, broccoli, cabbage, lettuce, or bananas, cranberries, or you know what? Modern people know, which is like whey protein coming from plants. So plant proteins. If you want to have first thing in the morning, have plant protein. If you have Mercury as a second lord. If you have Jupiter, it has to be butter. Like Mars, it has to be ghee, but little bit of sweet in it. Maybe, you can sprinkle. Now, this is very important thing I'm going to tell you. Take little bit of butter, this much butter, sprinkle little bit of sugar on it. Like when you go to Vrindavan, like in Janamashtami, did you see that misri and butter, they mix it? They have that butter with little bit of, sugar in it, and they offer it to Krishna. We call it here as Makhan Mishri. That is absolute Jupiter. Absolute Jupiter. First thing, why don't you keep that thing in the temple? Offer it to Krishna, and that you have first thing in the morning is little bit of butter and sweet in the morning, activating your Jupiter. That is why when I start my day by going to my temple, doing my sadhana in my home, and there's always little bit of ghee mishri or butter and mishri in my home temple. I take it and start my day, even though my second lord is Venus, because Jupiter is very important to me as well. It all depends what is your attitude towards wealth. For some people, knowledge is wealth. For some people, actual wealth is wealth. For some people, it is about your portfolio. If you have Mercury as a second lord, It's not about your knowledge, it's about your portfolio. How much is going to come in and how much is going to go out. Are you getting it? Right? So you need to activate your second lord in the morning, first thing in the morning. You're feeding your own owl and telling him to go to Lakshmi and get something for you. Hmm? Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's learn more. Huh? The mantras are not going to work here because we are asking for tamas. We're asking for tamas. Mantras are going to work in a different way. There is a house from your Dhanesha where the mantras are going to work. I want to repeat this statement. I want you to write in capital that there is a house from Dhanesha. I'm not saying there is a house from the second house. No. I'm saying there is a house from Dhanesha. So suppose your second lord is in the fourth house of your horoscope. So from the fourth house, there is a house. I've told you 10 minutes prior that I'm going to use the word Dhanesha. And when I say Dhanesha, I am bypassing the second house. I'm bypassing all the planets sitting in the second house. I'm talking about where your second lord is sitting. And there is a particular house from Dhanesha that requires mantra. And if you do the mantra, that will be a blessing to your wealth. So we will also identify that what kind of a mantra that is specifically for your wealth in this lecture itself. But you know, second house is your storage. So first you have to store something in your body to activate the second house. How will you activate? If you give something to the lord of the second house. Jupiter is storage. Wherever Jupiter sits in your house, he's storing the characteristics of that house for you. You can apply it to your horoscope. If Jupiter is in the sixth house, it stores diseases for you. It stores enemies for you. Jupiter is the storage house. Jupiter is the hard disk. It's that memory, 512 GB. Wherever Jupiter sits, it stores the characteristics of that house in that particular house. Jupiter is your storage. So give little bit to that storage in the morning so that it can attract more storage. Are you understanding with the level that I'm trying to teach you? Okay, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, Jupiter is ghee, is butter, sweet, or maybe a mithai, maybe a prasadam, which is coming from the temple. Or maybe if you really want something good, you can have turmeric milk, haldi wala doodh. It's like Gaj Kesari yoga. Hmm? You can have turmeric milk, right? Then the next one is Venus. Venus is the healthy option is yogurt, huh? Or curd, or any bakery product, huh? Any bakery product. So the first thing in the morning, you're having a bite of a cake or a biscuit because Venus is bakery. Venus is whenever you make anything simple into a luxury, is Venus. But the best thing, the real Venus, is basically curd or yogurt. Have it first thing in the morning. Or you can also have lassi, the buttermilk, the first thing in the morning. Right? Very good if you want to have that. Okay? Don't put any salt, don't put any sugar. Right? Don't put any salt, don't put any sugar. Take a sip of that lassi. Later on, if you want to add anything, add. You activate it, or just normal, a spoon of curd or a spoon of yogurt. Remedy done. Should I tell you a secret? I eat a bowl of yogurt every day in the morning. First thing. Why? You know that why. Right. Everyone who has second lord as Venus should eat a cup, a mug, a bucket of yogurt in the morning. First thing, please. Right? Be so good, no? I want there's a big drum. I should fall in the drum of a yogurt like a mouse and then come out. Please don't do that, harassing remedies, because I told you when you have ate half a kg of jaggery in the morning, and Dr. RK Singh is saying, where are you studying? I'm a doctor. He is gonna kill people. He's killing people in the class. He's telling him to eat jaggery little bit. He said, I want more money. I had half a kg of jaggery in the morning. Please. It is just a remedy, okay? Right? Just a remedy. It is not the remedy, right? Little bit, okay? And it takes time. So don't message me, Guruji, from 3 days I am having yogurt, no money is coming. For heaven's sake, your karmas, the bundle of the karmas is so heavy that these things take time. Guruji, from 15 days, I have not missed a single day when I had a jaggery, and there's no lottery. Jyotish does not work. Like your 1500 years of karmas you want to resolve in 15 days, right? Maybe 15 months, right? Well, it's the load of your karmas that tells you that how much patience you have and how much time you need, okay, to get that. But don't give up on remedies. For me, this yogurt remedy started working at the age of 38, 39. Right? Took me so many years. But when it started working, then it started working. Okay? So Venus is bakery, yogurt, curd. Okay? Again, for Venus, you can also eat dates and figs. Dates, figs. Anything that has good fragrance. Okay? Fragrance. You can have fennel seeds. Soft खा लो थोड़ी सी in the morning. Saturn. The Saturn is the Lord. Then start your day with dry fruit or dry grains. I will say dry grains, like that roasted black chickpea, roasted black chana. Huh? That's labor eats it in the morning. That chickpea, that roasted chickpea. Hmm? Any raw food like salads is also Saturn. Any vegetable which is in the category of cabbage is also Saturn. The best would be barley or millets. Millet is also Saturn. Any corns that you want to have is also Saturn Makki, roasted or something, not made of luxury. So this is the food that labor likes to eat. Right? Chana in the morning. Just take a handful of chana and have it in the morning. You've activated your Dhanesha in the second wave. If Saturn is your second lord, right? So which state people eat chana every day in the morning? Which state? Hmm? People eat that in Gujarat, Bihar, and trust me, Gujarat has a lot of money. They are naturally doing these remedies just like that. So one thing you've learned, but have you learned another thing? That you can have a picture of owl in your home in a particular direction if you know where is the owl sitting in your horoscope. So should I tell you that if the owl is in your first house, that means the second lord is in the lagna, and you want to place a picture of owl, in which direction you should do it? Shall we learn that also? That will be the second remedy, right? All you have to do is download a picture of an owl, the Vahan of Lakshmi, or you can have Lakshmi and owl together, right? And frame it and put it in particular direction. Now, is it going to give you money? No. It is just a request and a message and trying to create an energy. Okay? Trying to create an energy. It may be prepone your prakram. Your prakram is preponed by this, right? Let's do it. So when you do this, you have to make your horoscope. How do you make your horoscope? You all know that. Okay. And after this particular thing, I need full attention 15 minutes because that is from where a difficult part of this class will start. Till now, we just had fun. We did not get into any complications. I can take this class, honestly, I swear on my Shiva, I can take this class for 5 to 6 hours, right? To make you understand about, the Dhanesha in all the Lagnas, like Dhanesha in Aries Lagna, and if Dhanesha is in the first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, what is the meaning? So we can make 12 charts, right? And then we talk about the principles of Dhanesha. Right. Now, here we have, so this is first house, second house, third house, fourth house, and it is a house-based concept, not a Rashi-based concept. So I'm writing houses, ninth house, 10th house, 11th house, 12th house. This first house is east. Obviously, opposite to east is west. This fourth house is north, and 10th house is south. This is southeast. This is southwest, this is northwest, this corner, and this is northeast. Okay, these are the you know alignment of directions. So if you have this owl in the lagna, you can have this picture in the east. If you have it in the second house or the third house, you can have it in northeast, or you can have in east northeast, or east east north, towards east but towards the north. And if it is in the third house somewhere in 27 degrees, then you can have it in the north house, in the north of your home, right? Depending upon, like, you can place a center here and see that it is towards which. So if it is at probably 29 degrees in the 12th house, then it is almost towards the east. If it is at almost 1 degree in the 12th house, it is almost towards the southeast. If it is somewhere in middle, then it is east southeast. If it is somewhere in the middle here, south southeast, like southeast, you can say this as south southeast also. है ना? towards south, but towards east. Right? If it is right here in 20, 0 degrees here somewhere, because we move from like this to like this, right? Then you can put it in the south, southwest, west, northwest, and north. So depending, suppose you have your owl in the fourth house, means your second lord is in the fourth house. Then your owl is in the fourth house. Then you can have it in the north, right? So this is another thing. It will depend upon where has your second lord gone. So that is the right direction for placing that owl. How many of you have understood? If you understood, give me a thumbs up. Have you understood this? Right? So you have identified a remedy, you identified where you're placing. Having a picture of owl is auspicious, I must tell you. It's not unauspicious. It is auspicious. I don't know how many already have it, but if you have it, then place it in the right direction. Oh, Manali is showing in her mobile phone. Oh my God, crazy people. Put your mobile phone there and never pick up from there. Right? Give away your mobile phone. Right? You're taking your owl in all the directions, and some of the directions are not good. Right? Don't have it on your mobile phone. Oh, Dr. Swati has it on her ring finger. See, people, they know everything. What are you doing? Oh, see, Varsha. How can I forget Varsha? How can we forget her? She's showing it. I got it right here, boss. Right? I mean, we can forget anyone, but not Varsha. You see, it's right here. It's right here, bro. You see that? You see? She's got the colored one. It's right there. She needed it. And she also said today is a good day. Well, it is indeed a good day. Hmm? I hope you're learning and enjoying. That's important, because if this becomes like so much of clutter in the brain, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, right? Now, the difficult part begins. The difficult part is, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to tell you what you should do to earn money, what you should not do to lose money, where is the focus, where is the investment, where is your attitude, and where are the problems. And I'm sure when I'm going to teach this, the confusion will begin. Why? I am going to teach you the principles of Dhanesha, wherever is your Dhanesha. From Dhanesha, what is the meaning of the second house? What is the meaning of the third house? What is the meaning of the fourth house? What is the meaning of the fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, up to 12th house? From Dhanesha. And you're going to start confusing it from the Lagna. You are going to start confusing it from the second house, and you're not going to understand it. Right? I'm saying, suppose your Dhanesha is in the fourth house. Okay. So, fifth house of your horoscope will be second house from Dhanesha. Okay. So, when I will talk about fifth house from your Dhanesha, you don't go to the fifth house, but you go to the eighth house. Because your Dhanesha was in the fourth house. Char ghar se, from the fourth house, if you go 5 places ahead, you reach the eighth house, right? So when I'm saying that fifth house from the Dhanesha represents this, then you are supposed to look at your eighth house if your Dhanesha is in the fourth. You are not supposed to look at your fifth house from Lagna. And And also, you're not supposed to rotate your kundli to Dhanesha. Don't do that. You have to keep your kundli straight, the kundli from the lagna, identify where is the second lord going, and from that house, apply the principles I am giving to you, that the first house from the Dhanesha is this, second from Dhanesha is this, third from Dhanesha is this. You'll find out that these houses are not good for my Dhanesha. For an example, fourth house from Dhanesha is not good. Fourth house from Dhanesha is not good. That is where the nourishment and money doesn't come. So that is where, if you have your Dhanesha in the second house, if you have Dhanesha in the second house, fourth house from Dhanesha will be fifth house. Fourth house from Dhanesha will be fifth house from the Lagna. Yes or no? So if you have your Dhanesha in the second house, the fourth house from Dhanesha you will stand on the fifth house of your Kundli, of your horoscope. Don't expect anything from your children. Do not expect, or you will not have attitude for children. Anyone, I'm gonna, turn on the chat. I just want you people to type only what I'm asking. Don't divert me. I have very lot of things to talk. Anyone who has Dhanesha in the second house, second lord in the second house, right? You know what? Don't expect from children. Don't expect from your children. You have to be, of your own. I don't understand what is Mars in Scorpio. I don't understand Moon in the Cancer. It's the second lord. If it is in the second house, then the fourth house from is not. When I say don't expect from the children, what do I mean? That the children are not going to give you any money? No. I will show you a chart. Wait. Are they not going to respect you? No. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Not like that. It's about that when you have children at your home, they are not going to become the source of money for you like a luck. For an example, fifth house from Dhanesha is very good. From where actually the money, the mantra of money is in the fifth house from your Dhanesha. So suppose, now listen to me, don't write. I'll write all these things on the whiteboard. Listen to me here. Look, if your second lord is in the Lagna, means your second lord is in the first house of your horoscope, which my wife also has. It is a very big Raj Yoga. She's a Scorpio Lagna, Jupiter sits in the Lagna. And if you have child in your life, from that point of time, the prosperity will start. Guaranteed. The day you have boy or a girl, first child, when you have, there will be no shortage of money after that. It is guaranteed yoga. Nobody can challenge it. The day Grishma is going to become a father, the day he will solve the problem of money in his life. Money will flow. Tejas, because from the Lagna, fifth house is your first child. Chandni, you should have child. Should have child. The day you have a child, it will be no looking back for your spouse. No looking back. It's gonna have money. See, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make a horoscope on the left hand side and I'm gonna write the sutras of all 12 houses. Then I'll pick up a chart and I will superimpose those sutras to tell you how this works. And then I will leave you to work on your horoscope. Does that make sense? Right? But when you have your second lord in the Lagna, your family is not going to support you. आपका परिवार आपको सपोर्ट नहीं करेगा, especially the extended family and someone who's like grandparents and all. No support. Because fourth from the Nesha is not good. Fifth from the Nesha is good. 100% true. ये राज ज्योतिष है. ये किसी किताब में नहीं लिखा है. ये श्लोक है मुनि पराशर के बीपीएचएस में. इसको डिकोड करना पड़ता है. You need to decode these shlokas. You can't decode them by reading it. Sorry. Read it for 20 times, you'll not be able to decode it. Let me write it for you for all the 12 houses from Dhanesha. And then give you a small example, then you superimpose. Till now, now it's a little difficult part. If you're eating something, stop eating. If you're thinking something, stop thinking. If you're munching something, stop munching. Focus. And put it in your hard drive, put it on your Jupiter permanently. Right? I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to take help of my notes and I'm going to write down, the traits. What is happening in the first house, second house, third house, fourth house, and up to the 12th house from the nature. Right? I'm feeling exhausted, but I'll do it. Okay? Let me do it for you. Okay? Right. Okay. Now, I think I'll have to. Okay, let me click. Yeah, I'm just removing the directions so that. But anyways, I have to do it on the left and the right. So let me make chart for you. Okay. Here we go. And there are some houses that are very important, and there are some houses that are not so important. And I'm going to write those houses that are very, very important, that are extremely important from Dhanesha, not from Lagna. Now here I am assuming that the Dhanesha is in the Lagna. Okay, I'm assuming it. This is like Mesha Lagna horoscope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because this is what Muni Parashara would have written. So I'm assuming Venus is in the Lagna for Aries rising. Or I would say, even if I don't write Venus, because that is going to create confusion for people who doesn't have Aries Lagna, can I write the Dhanesha? Okay, Dhanesha. Or can I write the owl? So owl is in the Lagna. Okay, Dhanesha is in the Lagna. There are three houses that I feel are very, very important. Four houses that are very, very important from Dhanesha. I'm going to tick those four houses. The first house that is very important from Dhanesha is the third house. The second most important house from the Dhanesha is the fifth house. The third most important house from the Dhanesha is the 10th house. And the fourth most important house from Dhanesha is the 12th house. So in your horoscope, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make another horoscope here, which is how to analyze it, right? So I'm going to make a horoscope here and I'm going to make my horoscope. You can make your horoscope just like that. And you can start those houses from your Dhanesha that are very, very important. I'll show you how. Please stop writing. You can write it later on. Learn first. Learn first. Huh? Learn it. You want to make your horoscope? Make your horoscope. Don't worry. Right? Make it on a piece of a paper. Learn it because the active listening goes away when you start writing. You can do it after 10 minutes also. Right? If you want to write, write. Okay. Now this is my horoscope where I'm Aries. Okay. And my owl is in the fourth house. That my Venus is in the fourth house. And here is my Dhanesha. Huh? Here is my Dhanesha. So according to this principle, my important houses, which is third house becomes my sixth house. So I'm going to make a star here. This is an important house for me. As I said, third house from Dhanesha. So from here, third house from Dhanesha is sixth house, but it is technically the sixth house from my Lagna. This is my Lagna Kundli. Right? How many of you are understanding this thing? Raise your hands. अभी तक सब ठीक चल रहा है? Everything is fine till now? You understanding? Okay, okay. A lot of blessings to me. Thank you. Right. Okay. So रूपाली अभी और आशीर्वाद दे रहे हैं. Okay. So you see, then I will start the fifth house from Dhanesha. This is my fifth house from Dhanesha. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I will start the 10th house from my Dhanesha and the 12th house from my Dhanesha. Right? These are, in fact, very, very important houses. Hmm? And I'll tell you the meaning of these houses. You must learn. But I'm not going to tell you meaning here. I'm going to tell you meaning of all the houses here. All right. So hold this chart. This is my personal chart. Okay. This is Sutra. Sutra means principles. So I will superimpose the principles on my personal horoscope to understand what is what. Thumbs up? Can I go ahead? Right? Okay. ऐसे ज्योतिष सीखा जाता है. ऐसे समझा जाता है. That's how you learn Jyotish. Okay. Now, the third house from your Dhanesha is technically what you're supposed to do to generate money. Supposed to do to generate money. आपको क्या करना चाहिए? This is prakram that your Dhanesha is expecting from you. what you're supposed to do. So, what am I supposed to do comes into my sixth house. What I'm supposed to do. What I am supposed to do. And when I go to my sixth house, I find Jupiter and Saturn there. Hmm? What is Jupiter and Saturn representing? Dharma and karma. So my prakram of Dhanesha for me is in the sixth house where I have Jupiter and Saturn. Now, can you imagine? This class can go how long if we discuss about when your Dhanesha is in the first house and what you're supposed to do in the third house. If your Dhanesha is in the second house, what you're supposed to do in the fourth house. Definitely, if your Dhanesha is in the second house, working from home is very good. No? Because the third house is your fourth house. If your Dhanesha is in the second house, staying on the motherland is also good. If your Dhanesha is in the second house, because third house from the second is going to be fourth house of your Lagan Kundli. आ रहा है समझ नहीं आ रहा है? You getting it or not? Trying to understand? Hmm? Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about all the houses. But first, the important houses. Okay? Okay. Third house is what you're supposed to do. Okay? From Dhanesha, the Prakram. The fourth house from Dhanesha is not good. I'm going to cross this house. This is where you are hard headed. You are hard headed here. Fourth house. Which is like difficult part. When you have Dhanesha in the Lagna, dealing with the family, trying to get wealth through family, from your extended family or from your mother and father at a later stage of life becomes difficult. आपके माँ बाप पता क्या सोचेंगे? नवीटा, आपको एक बार दे दिया, खत्म, बस अब दोबारा मत हमारे पास आना. Once I have given it to you, it's over. That was my. Your father can say this thing, I have given you enough now. Maybe I can't give you more. Right? See, I'm teaching. I'm teaching you. I have to stop this. I'm teaching you. Let me teach first. Then you do whatever you want to, ladies and gentlemen. I will forget so many things that are in my mind. So, I'm sure this is not a difficult class. It is a very difficult concept, trying to make it easy. The fifth house from your Dhanesha is the generator of wealth. Is generator of wealth. जहां से पैसा जनरेट होगा. This is what you are supposed to do. This will generate wealth for you. This is the mantra of your wealth. You can do a prayer or a mantra chant for this house. Now tell me, let's superimpose it here. Tell me, fifth from my Dhanesha is eighth house in my Kundli, where I have my moon. Is it equal to Jyotish? Occult sciences? Fifth house है ना धनेशा से. And if I have to do a mantra कि मेरा ज्योतिष आगे बढ़े, सब कुछ बढ़े, I have to do a अठक्षरी mantra, 8 syllable mantra. 8 syllable mantra, because my eighth house is fifth from my Dhanesha, the generator of the wealth. And if I have to do a mantra for it, because fifth house is basically mantresh bhava. It's a mantresh bhava. So if I have to do mantra to generate the wealth. Mantra, chanting. So I'll do a mantra which is 8 syllable, because in my horoscope it is in the eighth house. So 8 syllable mantra is, fortunately, you know what? When I got Guru mantra, when I got Guru mantra from my Guru, it is 8 syllable mantra. That's how you are destined to generate that wealth through the Guru mantra, which you can't skip. For general, like eighth house mantra is Om Namo Narayanaya. Like sixth house, six syllable mantra is Om Namah Shivaya. Five syllable mantra is Namah Shivaya. Right? Single mantra is Om. Two words, Ram. Three words, Om Ram. Four words, Om Shri Ram. Right? So there are mantras you can find out. But this mantra, you have to apply this principle from the Lagna. Because who is doing the mantra? Lagna is doing the mantra. So what did I do? I checked fifth house from my Dhanesha. Step number two, I say, where is that fifth house going? Oh, it's in the eighth house of my Lagan Kundli. That means the generator is in the eighth house. And what am I supposed to do is in the sixth house, where we got Jupiter and Saturn. Dharma, karma, teaching, solving the problems of others, removing shadripus, and talk about rog, shok, karja, rin, bimari, shatru, talking about debts, problems, medical astrology. That is my prakram. The generator is going to come from the eighth house. Mohan, did you understand? Did you understand? Mohanji, did you understand little bit? थोड़ा आ रहा है समझ? Like you were scratching your head. I thought पता नहीं समझ में नहीं आ रहा. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. I hope this is not like overloading you, right? It's like, okay, okay. It's not a it's not a rocket science. It's not, I'm not saying any jargons here. No rocket science. So third house is prakram, fourth house is hardships or fall of your money. Fifth house is the mantra, is the generator. Hmm? The fifth house is the generator. The sixth house is your employees or people who are with you for money. That's the sixth house from Dhanesha. Imagine if you have Dhanesha in the second house. Dhanesha, second lord in second house, right? Dhanesha in the second means second lord in the second house. Suppose second lord is in the second house. Your spouse is going to talk about money whole day. Your spouse is here for money. There are strong chances that you're going to marry a gold digger. The day you don't have money, she's gonna go. Be very careful. Test a girl, test a boy. If she stands with you when you don't have money, you have money, tell her you don't have it. See if she's the same with you. But suppose if your Dhanesha is in the 12th house, then who's gonna ask for money all the time? Your children. Because 6th house from the 12th house is your children. Children are gold diggers. They're looking at parents and father, they have money or not. They're going to ask for a lot of money. They're going to expect a lot of money from you. I will not use the word gold digger for children because they deserve your money, but they will expect a lot from you. For an example, if you have it in your third house, what is sixth from the third? The eighth house, sixth house from the third house. So your Dhanesha goes to the third house. Now it is in the eighth house. Your extended family is going to, expect a lot of money from you. Hmm? Like that, you apply these principles. Like that. That's why I said that if we talk about and discuss each house from each Dhanesha, we can study for next 12 hours. You understand how large a small topic can become? That is why I'm launching this course tomorrow. A 15 days stretch class of all 12 lagnas, benefic, malefic planets, Kendra, Trikona, Dushtana, for an example, first lord, like Aries lagna. So all the 7 planets will behave in which fashion for Aries lagna in all the houses. Which are the good houses, which are the bad houses. Suppose you are Aries and you have Saturn in the 10th house. What is the meaning? Which is a gap between Jyotishacharya and Jyotish Bhushan, which I want to cover with you people. Is that telling you malefics and benefics and how malefics are helping, how benefics are helping. If you are expecting your Jupiter, if you have Jupiter in the 6th house, should it be strong or weak? That is what I'm going to teach. If you have malefic in 6, 8, and 12, like for me, if I'm Aries, if I have my Saturn, if Saturn is in 6, 8, or 12 in my horoscope, should Saturn be strong or weak? If the Saturn is in a strong sign, like Mercury, my Saturn is in the 6th house in my horoscope, and Saturn is in a friendly sign. Why friendly? Because Saturn has friendship with Mercury. So Saturn is in the sign of Mercury. Huh? Saturn is going to trouble me more. Yes? No? Maybe? Huh? Is it a strong Saturn? Saturn is not going to trouble me because if there is a Saturn which is strong in 6, 8, and 12, not good. If Saturn is weak in 6, 8, and 12, it is a Raj Yoga. It is good. It becomes powerful. This is what I'm going. These are the sutras given in BPHS which you will not be able to decode. And I can do it one lagna every day plus 3 classes to give you basics. 15 days of small crash course where you will understand whether if I'm running a dasha, is it a good dasha or a bad dasha? The planet is favorable for me or unfavorable for me. Did you understand what I'm saying? आप लोगों को ये पता ही नहीं लगता है that planet is good for me or bad for me. You don't know whether a particular 2, 3 dashas are going to be good or bad. See, it is a later thing that what kind of results are going to come. And I'm going to have this course for 15 days at a very gift fee, peanuts. I'm not going to charge exuberantly for it because this is a bridge that I want to create. Maybe it will be in the price of a workshop, maybe. That's it. But the tomorrow is the day when I'm going to launch it. Right? And where you people come, join, I will identify at a stretch 15 days, 9:30 p.m. class. You can go for recordings also. Every night, 15 days, finish. After 15 days, you can figure out yourself. Oh, Saturn is not good here. Saturn is not very powerful. It's not going to do any harm to you. Oh, Saturn is very good here. It will give you money, but will give you health problems. Like that, you'll start thinking, which I want you to think. You understand what I'm saying? I want you to start thinking like me. Don't consider me as your guru. Consider my videos as your guru. Consider my words as your guru. Consider my teachings as your guru. Forget about me. Every single lecture should be your guru. That's what I expect from you people. I'm not your guru. My teachings are your guru. The the sixth house is demand. आपसे जो पैसा मांग रहे हैं लोग, that's the sixth house from Dhanesha. Seventh house from the Dhanesha is you are talking to the people for money, talks for money and debts. You are looking for some debts, you know, or from the seventh house from your Dhanesha. For an example, my Dhanesha is in the fourth house. I am looking at money from my workplace. So if the 10th from the Dhanesha, the 7th from the Dhanesha is the 6th house, suppose Dhanesha is here, suppose Owl is here. From the Owl, you are asking money from which house? You're asking money from the 6th house. That means such people are prone to take lot of loans. 6th house is debts, loans, financial institutions. Whenever I need money, I'll tell my children मैं कमाऊंगा. I learn, right? Because my 7th house from my Dinesha is the 10th house. I'll jump in and earn. Suppose your Dinesha is in the 2nd house. Maybe you can expect little bit if your extended family can help you. Because you're looking for some help or some financial help from the 7th house, exactly opposite from your Dinesha. If you have Dinesha in the 5th house, second lord goes to the 5th house, then the 7th house is the 11th house, then you're looking money from public. Like someone can give you personal money on interest. You're talking to people from where can I get the money? I am talking to my profession from where can I get the money? Not the earned one, but that I need to run the business, like debts. Karza. It's like debts. It's the discussion of your debts. So from your Dhanesha, the 7th house is the discussion of your debts. Like my wife, she has her Dhanesha in the 1st house. Whenever she wants some money, the only person that comes in her mind is her husband, 7th house. This is not good, ladies and gentlemen. This is not good. She's not looking anywhere else. God damn it. Neither she's looking to work, nor she's looking at my son, nor she's looking at her father, nor she's looking at my mother. She's just looking at me. Dena, I need some money. She's talking, maybe I need some money here. Maybe I would have to buy this. Shit. Oh no. Hmm? Are you understanding? I'm just trying to make it easy, make it a little fun so that you can understand, giving you some examples of my own family. Huh? Well, go ahead. Hmm? It's not easy. It will take 3 months for you to master this thing. It will take time, ladies and gentlemen. Right? It's not, the Rome was not built in a day. Rome took time to build. Eighth is whether you are getting it or not. Yes or no. It's like the future of your discussions. And I have a debilitated moon there. You know what? I'm not strong. I just give it away. Right? Are you understanding? I'm just joking. My Dhanesha is in the fourth house, and my eighth house is in the 11th house. So for my wife, she's got nothing in the eighth house. That's okay for her, right? That's okay. No, ladies and gentlemen, she's got Rahu in the eighth house, right? She's got Rahu in the eighth house. Rahu is smart. Rahu is smart. Huh? Rahu is smart. So she's expecting money from me. There's got Rahu in the eighth house. And Rahu doesn't think before spending. So I spend. So she benefits out of it. And all the time she's asking for what kind of a money? She's asking for plastic money. She said, "Can you give me your card?" And she knows the password. Now you can imagine. I only messages for which I can't do anything because she has already swiped it and she's filled the password and just calling me for an OTP. I said, "Where have you spent?" She said, "I'll talk to you later. Give me the OTP." Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'll do that. Right? And that talk to you later never comes. I swear, never. I have to accept it. Right? It's like a film story. I'm just making up a bit more today. Okay? It's not like that. All right, so ninth house is something that you'll have to work for money. Matlab, this is a forceful work. It's a forceful thing that you will have to do. It's a force on you. Like for me, it is in the 12th house. What am I forced to do in the 12th house? I have to invest myself, invest my lagna. I have to meditate. I need a good sleep. Otherwise, I won't perform. This is like agreement that your soul has done that I will somehow will do this. So if my wife has the Nishta in the Lagna, I keep on telling her, read Shiv Mahapuran, pray, lit a Tulasi lamp, you'll get prosperity. Ninth house from Danesha is a forceful agreement on you. Ninth house Danesha is something that you are supposed to do to get money. 10th house is a superb house. This is your attitude. This is the attitude of, if you have planets like Saturn, you don't have a good attitude, which is 10th from Danesha. If you have planets like Jupiter, your attitude is towards like, okay, dharma, books, that is your attitude. If you have Mercury, Rahu from the 10th house, you are going to mint money. In the 10th house from your Dhanesha, sorry. 10th house from the Dhanesha is the attitude. It's a star house. Here, if you have malefics, very good. If you have benefics, you're not going to make large money in your life. Malefics, push you towards, gives you attitude towards earning money by hook or by crook. This, for me, is the lagna. Hmm. So from Dhanesha, my attitude is in my lagna, means I think that I can earn money myself only. Nobody is going to give me. I have to earn money through my intelligence. You understand, the attitude of my Dhanesha is in the lagna, self-made person. Lagna means paisa kamana, to I have to be intelligent. That's what I programmed in my mind. I'll have to study. I'll have to do meditation. I'll have to invest myself into my lagna. Lagna is intelligence. The day I lose my intelligence, I will not be able to earn money. It's gone. I'm giving you examples side by side, right? We go ahead to understand what is 11th house from Dhanesha. The 11th house from the Dhanesha is your spendings. We are going to spend the money. कहां पर खर्चा होगा आपका? And 12th house, which I wrote a very important, is who is going to control your money. Control your money. So suppose you have your Dhanesha in the 8th house, then the money is controlled by your spouse. My Dhanesha is in the 3rd house. My communication controls my money. The more I communicate, the more I'm available, the more I'm on the social media, that is controlling my money to saving. And when do you save money? When you have excess of money. The principle of saving money is that you should have more. That's it. There's no other way of saving money. My sibling can save, protect my money for me. My prakram holds my money. Like if you have Dhanesha in the 8th house, the 12th house from the 8th house is going to be the 7th house. Your husband is going, or wife is going to hold the money. She's going to be the one who is taking care of the money. Like you earn everything and give it to your spouse, and then you take money from her. Like if you have Dhanesha in the 5th house, then a mother or motherly figures can hold money. If you have Dhanesha in the 10th house, maybe your father can hold a lot of money. If you have Dhanesha in the 12th house, maybe the public holds money for you. This is the sutra of Dhanesha. And when the Dhanesha is on the Dhanesha, it's like I've told you the 2nd house. Now you can figure out all these principles, try to apply on your horoscope and give me a break. Right? I think I'm feeling a little exhausted. I have to start my day early tomorrow. But कुछ तो समझ में आया होगा आज. कुछ तो little bit you understood the kind of Jyotish I do for myself. Right? And I'm going to launch a 15 days superb crash course. If you guys will be there, maybe you will be chosen ones from Mahadev, and I'll be the chosen one to deliver it. Right? That's it for today. Right? And